Hi, thanks for listening. It's late, so I'll be keeping the volume low. I want to quickly go through this video. Not all of it, but the start of it. There was recently a programme on BBC Free Speech, and it was about, is Britain a sexist country, right? Against women, obviously, because sexism is only a one-way street, you know. Anyway, so this programme done this debate, and a woman from the Everyday Sexism Project was on it, and right away at the end of this clip I'm going to show you here, I'm going to show you and then I'm going to go through it bit by bit. You're not going to fool me with a speeding through it. No, I'll go through it slow, take my time. But after this, right away the host says, so is Britain a sexist country? And she said, yes. Instantly, the entire audience almost cheered, whoa! Right? I mean, it was pretty ironic. It was like, do we live in a sexist country? Yes. In the audience of mostly women, who I think her from the Everyday Sexism Project gathered on our website days before. By the way, you can get tickets to this, you know, and because they were all on her side, and she was talking utter mince, as usual. She's a feminist. But what was really funny, no funny, but just very strange, right, for me, was do we live in a sexist country? And when the woman said yes, the audience of feminists cheered, right? Let's try a different scenario and just picture it, right? Do we live in a food drought of a country where everybody's starving? Yes. Yay! Who would cheer that? You see what I mean? Do we live in a disease-ridden nation where we're all going to die out in 10 years? Yes. Whoa! Excellent. Who would do that? But yet, when the question comes up, do we live in a sexist country? And she says yes, the audience cheer. Why are they cheering at the fact we live in a sexist country? I mean, these people are absolutely mentally deranged, right? They actually applauded that. Anyway, that's not even the bit I'm going to show. I'm going to quickly go through this video, right? So I'll watch it right from the start here, and then I'll go back to the start again. I'll go through it nice and slow, right? So here it is, the bit where they asked women online to share their experiences for this programme. Tell us some of the comments that people have said to you online, right? And these comments were supposed to prove that we live in a sexist country. So watch this little skit that goes on for a minute and a half, and then we'll go through it. Here it is.
Shouldn't you be in the kitchen?
Don't get your knickers in a twist.
What do you say to a woman with two black eyes?
Should have listened the first time. Smile, love, it might never happen.
How can you trust something that bleeds once a month and doesn't die?
It's just banter.
Why are you always angry? You wouldn't dress like that if you didn't want people to look.
Just a slut that weren't shy.
Get your tits out.
Get your tits out.
Get your tits out.
You look like a total freak. I bet you'd do anything.
Let a man do it, love.
Why don't you just sit there and look pretty?
I'd absolutely ruin her.
You'd be really pretty if you lost a bit of weight.
She was asking for it.
Now, I don't know if you managed to catch all that. You'll notice that it went very fast. I don't know if you caught that, but it went incredibly fast, fucking lightning speed in parts. Well, let's go through it slowly, shall we? So it starts off, we asked women to send us the comments they hear. Here are some of the many responses voiced by volunteers. So, what responses do we have here? Let's go to the first one. Women holding up a sign. Sexism isn't as bad as it used to be. Right. So, this woman went online, right, to fill this survey. Oh, they're doing a programme asking if Britain is a sexist country. Well, it certainly is. Please tell us a comment you've had as a woman online to show the sexism. Certainly, I'll show you that. Somebody once said to me, sexism isn't as bad as it used to be. Wow. I feel like my heart's been torn out. That's such a horrible thing to say to anybody. How weak an individual do you have to be to even remember that somebody said that to you? You know, God, somebody said that to me once, and it's like totally proof, cast iron evidence of sexism against women in Britain. Wow. Wonder what the next buffoon's got to say. Let's see. Oh, this is a talkie one, I believe. Yes, is it a talkie one? Is it a talkie one? I mean, I need to go back. Yeah, it's a talkie one, right? What's she saying? Here we go.
Shouldn't you be in the kitchen?
Right. Shouldn't you be in the kitchen? That's just a joke. It's called like a bit of banter. You know, it's one of those things where, you know that way a woman will go, heavy box, I'll get a man to lift it. She's not being hateful of men. It's just a bit of banter. I mean, what is the problem here? You know? Shouldn't you be in the kitchen, love? I bet you this was said to her in jest, or she was in the living room with somebody, there was smoke belching out the kitchen, and somebody said, shouldn't you be in the kitchen, love, dealing with that fucking fire? Apparently that's sexist now. Now what's the next crazy one got to say?
Don't get your knickers in a twist.
Yes, the classic don't get your knickers in a twist. That thing that's said to people regardless of their sex when they're getting overly worked up about a situation that it's not really necessary to be worked up about, you know. Somebody gets worked up, male, female, child. It's a phrase, it's a well-known phrase, don't get your knickers in a twist. It doesn't mean, like, if somebody's, you know, running about panicking over nothing, you know, like feminists do, and somebody was to say, oh, don't get your knickers in a twist. Okay, right, let's say it was me, right, let's say I slightly stubbed my toe and then started getting all hyper and going, oh no, my leg's not going to work anymore. And somebody said, whoa, don't get your knickers in a twist. Well, that doesn't mean that they hate women. You know, it's just a phrase. They don't think, how can I tell this guy or women to calm down, but also express how much I hate women? I know. Don't get your knickers in a twist. That way I can express that I want them to calm down, while at the same time showing that I absolutely despise women and want to spit in their fucking face. That's an example of sexism in Britain. Whew.
What do you say to a woman with 2 black eyes?
Should have listened the first time.
See, what do you call a woman with 2 black eyes? She should have listened the first time, right? Or nothing, she's already been told twice. Whatever way you want to go with that, but it's a joke. You see, it's almost like with these people, right? Before you tell them a joke, you've got to go, right, hang on, right, come here. I want to sit you down. Sit down a minute. I've got something to tell you, right. I'm going to tell you a little scenario in a wee minute, right? Now this scenario may sound real, but it's not, right? I'm making the entire scenario up in order to get a bit of humour from it. You'll see the twist in the scenario, see the humour, and laugh, you know? So, are you ready? I'm about to tell you this joke now, right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Is this what we're supposed to do with these people? And look at the way they even told the punchline. What do you tell a woman with 2 black eyes?
She should have listened the first time.
It's not exactly captivating the audience, is it? No joke works like that.
What's green and smells like paint? Green paint.
It doesn't exactly work, does it? No enthusiasm or nothing, man. And this is a problem for these bloody women. A joke. Somebody told them a joke once. A joke. Fucking hell. So jokes in Britain are sexist. What else is sexist? A woman standing there with a sign saying, "You're opinionated, aren't you?" You know, that probably says more about her. You know, because if I've been told I'm opinionated, but the thing is, I admit I'm opinionated. It's not an insult, you know. Nobody ever said, "Oh my fucking god, I fucking hate you, you opinionated bastard." It doesn't really work like that. Being opinionated is not a bad thing, there's nothing wrong with that. Although, apparently it's sexist when one person said it to her once, and she doesn't even take into consideration that she might be opinionated. And if it keeps happening, especially that this is a big problem for her, you know. You're opinionated, aren't you? So she's seen this little survey thing or whatever. We're doing a debate about sexism in Britain. Have you ever suffered from any? Please give us an example of sexism you've suffered. Oh, I've got one. I cast iron evidence of Britain being a totally sexist country that hates women. You're opinionated, aren't you? Which is also something that gets said to men who are opinionated, but yet isn't sexist when it happens. It's very strange. Right, what's the next crazy arsehole saying, man? Here we go. This woman, note the black scarf, and note the way the D and the Y is written, right? Don't worry your pretty little head, right? The reason I'm saying take note of that is, you'll see, don't worry your pretty little head. So somebody said that to her once, therefore Britain is sexist. See, the sooner they pass a law that says men aren't allowed to talk to women, the sooner they pass that law, the better. Then they'll be well pissed off that we don't say fucking anything to them. And then they'll be holding up signs saying,
"Men don't say, don't worry your pretty little head anymore."
just cannot win with them, man. Right, what's the next one? What's the next one saying? Oh, aye. She was asking for it. Now, I have used this before, as have many people, and I'm sure you've used it in the same situation I have. In fact, I thought, I didn't use it, I used a similar phrase, "Don't start nothing, won't be nothing," earlier on when I seen a video today, and it was a woman, it was a big black guy, you know, and there was this woman, she was maybe a lot older than him, but, so she should be a bit wiser, anyway. So she's shouting at this big, well-built black guy, you know, and she's shouting at him or whatever, and he's not in any way being aggressive. He's just standing there. He's speaking back to her, but then she lashes out and goes to slap him, right? And of course nobody says a fucking word. And then he just waits for a wee second and then goes, okay, bang, and just pimp slaps her. A cracker, right? Boom! Knocks her flying. Now, in that situation, aye, she was asking for it. Why? Well, because she's a bully. She thought she had a target that wasn't allowed to hit her back, and she thought because of the social stigma that he wouldn't hit her back. I mean, she thought wrong. Anyway, she was asking for it. Now, that's when I would say it. But see, when feminists say she was asking for it, they mean that gets said during a sexual assault or a rape case, right? And the very strange thing is that no one with or who isn't, of course, mentally ill in the Western world at any point has ever said this, ever, regarding a rape, ever, at any fucking point, ever. But according to feminists, all the time. Another one, they say, when a rape happens, they try to claim that people say boys will be boys, right? Never happened. Never happened, ever. But they say it that often. you know, it's the drip drip effect. Eventually people keep hearing it and it fills up and it's like, God, that must be true because they keep hearing it. But yet every time I hear it, I ask for examples. In fact, just tonight on Facebook, on Women's Rights News, which I have to make a video about that, I love that site. Anyway, they put up the boys will be boys thing, and all the women on there, gullible zombies, you know.
I believe everything. No brains, thank you.
Fuck's sake. But they just believe it, you know. So the ones that were saying it, I went through it and I said to them all, can you do me a favour and just provide one small example of this ever happening, ever, where anyone has ever said boys will be boys when talking about a sexual assault or rape, right? I get told that I can't get laid. I get told that I hate women. I get told that I've got a small penis. What else was I told? Oh, that I hate women, of course. I don't know if I mentioned that. And that I'm trying to cause trouble, right? But yeah, all I was asking for was just one shred of evidence. It wasn't actually for me, it was so that the people saying this ridiculous nonsense when they were desperately googling for evidence would hopefully realise that, man, this doesn't get said. But after they obviously searched, you know, because they wanted to prove me wrong, nothing. Somebody finally gave me a link. Yay! We've got an example. Clicked on the link, it was an anecdotal example. It wasn't an actual example. Because it's never been said. The same way she was asking for it, talking about a rape, has never been said. But feminists managed to convince gullible, stupid British women that it does get said, because they're gullible and stupid and British. Oh, here's the next one. There is nothing worse than a drunk woman. I find drunk people annoying because one of the things that bugs me the most is they keep repeating themselves. And one of the things that bugs me the most is they keep repeating themselves. And one of the things, okay, I'll stop, but that really fucking, but I don't like drunk people who are annoying. Drunk women can be especially annoying. They can be louder, more obnoxious because they can push their luck further than a man. If a drunk man steps out of line, he's getting bopped. Done. A drunk woman steps out of line, it's taking a while before anybody bops her, unless another woman steps up and goes right enough. Bang, sharp. So, drunk women are drunk people are, but drunk women are a royal pain in the arse. I'd stand by that. I don't care if it's sexist, I think it's true, it comes under truth. But I say for people, drunk people annoy me. I don't drink because I know that I'm a pure arsehole when I'm drunk. I don't want to be a pure arsehole, so I just don't drink. But drunk people do my fucking head in, man, God's sake. Aye, see, they skipped one there. That was clever, see the way they done that. They threw one in that fast that there is no possible way when it was live on TV you could possibly have seen what it said. Don't worry. See, what feminists don't realise is we've got the internet now. When they do this gish galloping thing, where they throw loads of stuff at us, you know, we can take our time, make ourselves a nice cup of tea, and we can go through it all, and calmly and slowly, and refute everything they say and show them for the idiots that they are. They tried to let this one skip by us. Apparently people say to this woman, shrill, bossy, pushy. I would be willing to bet that if she's heard this a lot, I don't think she has, I think she's just making it up because of the whole ban bossy bullshit, right? She put bossy in a thesaurus and shrill and pushy came up and she thought, I'll say the name as well. Anyway, if she really truly is hearing this, and she's hearing it a lot, I would wager that she was probably bossy, pushy and a shrill. Just saying. Just saying. That's what I would take from it, but that's just me. And what's the next one? Oh, it skips past very fast. Oh, God, that was so goddamn fast. But what it was is, it just went back to the other one. There is nothing worse than a drunk woman. So, right in the middle of that, they put that in dead fast. The shrill bossy one. The reason I'm slowing it down is because they do this a lot throughout, and I wanted to show you within the minute and a half what they've done. It's unbelievable, astonishing. Trying to convince people that sexism against women is rife in Britain, and they didn't do that at any point, and you'll see what I mean. Right, here's the next one, right? The devastating one. Calm down, dear. See this, it's just, there's there's a well-known advert. It's not on TV anymore. After he died, anyway, they've not had it on a lot. But Michael Winner, he's a film director, British film director, and he done these car insurance adverts. The phrase was so well known that I cannot even remember the name of the company. That is so annoying. Oh, anyway, he done these car insurance type of adverts, and in every advert, what it had was, it had a woman, right, kind of acting all hysterical, you know, and about her car insurance, and he'd walk in and he'd go, "Calm down, dear," and then tell her about the good offer, right? This became so well known that people said it, just like people say simples. That's from an advert as well. This became so well known that people started to say, David Cameron even said it to women in the House of Commons, because it's such a well known catchphrasey joke, right? She heard it, cried like a big baby, and thought the whole entire country was sexist. They're not making the case at all, right? So far, right? They're not making the case that Britain's like a sexist country towards women. They're making a very, very strong case that women of Britain are utterly, utterly pathetic, fragile, timid creatures, can't take a bit of banter, no point saying anything to them, no point in saying a mild bit of humour, no point in making a joke about a stereotype, you know, like the bad driving thing, you know, like the man flu thing. Men should do one. Men should do one of these holding signs and looking sad, going, "I was told I have a small penis. I was told I can't get laid." You know, like a fucking sap, like some saddle. Look at the sexism men in Britain suffer. You can't get laid. You hate women. You live in your mum's basement. You fucking, all this fucking crap. You know what I mean? God. But men don't complain about it because we're not big babies like the women here, which is the case. They're totally proven. Oh, that was so fast. Right, as they say in that music, slow it down. Right, here we go. Right, the first one I've got here. Why are you always angry? Right? Black women. Anyway, why are you always angry? Are you always angry, sweetheart? Nobody says to me, "Why are you always angry?" Because I'm not always angry. Maybe she's always angry. Maybe the particular person that said that to her thought she was a very angry person. The next one, which it goes by so fast, especially as well because there's a lot of writing on this one. It's like these feminists don't realise technology exists. We can slow it down and look. This one says, "As a waitress, can I get you anything else?" The customer, "You can sit on my knee if you like." What a horrid tale of waitressing. That must be the most horrific job ever. You know, I mean, imagine going to work knowing that some customer might try to kind of flirt with you a wee bit. Oh God, that must be so devastating. I don't know how women can leave the house when they know that there's people out there that might attempt to flirt with them a wee bit. It's such a shame for women of Britain, so it is. See what they have to go through. Right, here's some more that skips by so fast. What's the next one? The next one is, "Don't worry your pretty little head." You'll notice the D and the Y that I pointed out earlier, and you'll notice the headscarf. Same woman, used twice. So in this video they showed us with all this evidence of sexism everywhere. Oh Jesus, it's fucking everywhere. They've got to show the same photo twice. And if you think I'm being picky, or maybe they just done that at once and it was just a mistake. Really? Well, let's see, shall we? Somebody said to her, "Highly strung, bubbly, feisty." That looks like a dating profile to me. Highly strung, bubbly, feisty. Well, are you highly strung, fucking annoying and feisty? Maybe you are. Maybe that's why people said you're highly strung, fucking annoying or bubbly and feisty. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's that rather than the entire nation of Great Britain hates women. I'm just saying that I think there's more possibility, right, that somebody saying highly strong, bubbly, feisty, means that that person thinks that about you, rather than all the men in Britain and the nation itself hating women, hating the majority. But they see this and they don't think that one individual person who said that thinks that about me. They see that and think, oh my god, the entire fucking country that I live in thinks this about me, and all women. Fucking mental cases, man. The next one. You see what I mean? Calm down, dear. Yes, you already showed us this picture with the same woman in it. You showed us this earlier. Twice they've done that now. Showed the same picture twice. It's twice they've done that, so it's not as much evidence as they first fucking made out when you seen it flying all past so fast. These are the wee tricks to make it seem like, oh my god, look at all those horrible comments. How many has there been so far? 3 repeated. Fuck's sake, and they've not even been horrible. What's next? What gibberish is next? Page 3 is just a bit of fun. For people outside Britain, page 3 in the Sun newspaper, right? Page 3 is dedicated to a topless model every day, right? I know people out with Britain will probably find this bizarre. They probably will, but we've been doing it since the 70s, I think. I think it's been going that long. Every day in the Sun since the 70s, page 3, right? There's women that want to be page 3 models. They like it, and it's like it's so like ingrained in our society, right? That see when people are reading the Sun, and again this might be hard to believe for people out with Britain, right? But when people are reading the Sun, they don't even notice. Yeah, it's like glance. You know, it's that popular, and you know, but there's no degrading these women are paid. These are models, right? But the fact that it's in a national newspaper just makes it seem a bit. But it comes for the 60s generation, you know. You know what they were like in the 70s. They're running the newspapers, and it's the way it is. It's hard to truly defend it. But the thing is, years ago, right, they had a page 7, which was a guy with like trunks on, you know, a pair of fucking Speedos, and that was supposed to be for the ladies, but they done away with that. I don't know if it was because it just wasn't popular, or if it was because a bunch of men got together and complained and cried like big babies. I don't think it was that though. I think it was because it just wasn't popular and women weren't buying the Sun. I think that's all it was. But it can be hard to defend because it's a newspaper. Magazines are different, but and it wasn't the only. A few newspapers done it, but they don't all do it now. But the Sun, I think, is the only one left that does it. Page 3, and there's well-known page 3 models. They're not in any way. These are not women who are forced. These are glamour models with nice tits. Most of the time. Right, what have we got next? But it is seen as a bit of fun, by the way. Page 3 is just a bit of fun. It is, but I can understand why that's hard for people out with Britain to understand. It's hard for people who were not raised on the carry-on film generation to understand. In the Benny Hill generation, it's very difficult for them to understand. Page 3, every day in a national newspaper, you've got a woman with her fucking knocks out. What the hell, man? I can understand that, but if you're brought up with Kenny Everett and Benny Hill and the carry-on films and that generation, you know, the 70s and early 80s, this is nothing. Page 3 is just nothing. These days a lot of people are more sensitive and crying about it, but it's nothing, man. He's cruised here. Where's next?
Small love, it might never happen.
Smart love, it might ever happen. I mean, see if you're going to say, people say this thing to me and I don't like it, and it happens to be that. My advice is, don't say it like,
Small love, it might never happen.
because you're not making the case. You look like you need to fucking smile. And by the way, I've had that said to me many times by women, and I think I've only cried a couple of times afterwards because I'm a big baby like these women. What's next?
How can you trust something that bleeds once a month and doesn't die?
See, this is another one. You need to have big arrows surrounding it, big lights this is a joke. But apparently she heard this joke and thought, oh my god, the entire nation of Great Britain hates me and everyone born like me. Wow.
It's just banter.
It's just banter. Yes, a lot of that has been banter actually, and they just can't. It's best not to joke with women at all. I mean, it's like they've got no sense of humour, like sour pussies, you know, dour-faced. People tell jokes I don't like. What a fucking depressing bunch, man. I might move to Asia. Christ, if that's what the British women are like. You're not exactly advertising this to other nations, are you? I doubt any men from other nations are watching this and thinking, oh, I'd love some of those British dour-faced cunts. There, so here we go, what's this one say? Maybe fewer women want to be Prime Minister. She sees something wrong with this. But yet, she would see, in fact, when somebody said to her, maybe fewer women want to be Prime Minister, she immediately thought, oh my god, that means the entire nation of Britain hates me and all people like me, right? I bet you she wouldn't see anything wrong with the statement, maybe fewer women want to do deep sea fishing. You know? I bet she'd see nothing wrong with that. If somebody said that to her, well, maybe fewer women want to do deep sea fishing. She'd go, fewer women want to be Prime Minister. Sexist! All around the nation! Fucking... Oh, here we go, they're turning them over for dramatic effect. Don't listen to her, she's just a dumb blonde. I have to admit, I have heard many women say that about other blonde women. So I have, many of them. And you know that there's a blonde joke thing, you know that, right? You know, blondes are like a joke category. You go into any, say, joke website and look up blondes, there's an actual category for blondes. It's a joke, right? You know, like, why did the blonde woman have a bruised belly button? Because she had a blonde boyfriend. Work that one out. Now, don't listen to her, she's just a dumb blonde. Another thing I hear a lot of women saying about blondes is they just immediately call them bimbo because they've got blonde hair. Well, that's funny, nobody mentioned that one, no. Must be because women say it to other women. And it's alright for them to say it. And another thing as well, right? Maybe she is dumb, she just happens to be blonde, so somebody said, you're a dumb blonde. The way Jeremy Clarkson said, Gordon Brown's a one-eyed Scottish idiot. You know, you people up here crying like babies. Oh, that's racist. And I was saying, well, hang on a minute. Has he got one eye? Yes. Is he Scottish? Yes. And is he, you know, a bastard? You know, that's, you can debate on that, but he was one-eyed and Scottish. How is it racist to point out that he had one eye and he was Scottish? I mean, so stupid. So maybe this person was a dumb blonde and the blonde get mentioned just because it was the most obvious thing about her.
Why are you always angry?
And you'll notice she's saying, why are you always angry? Black women. You'll notice, it's not a coincidence, but you'll notice what looks like a coincidence with the people who are saying, why are you always angry? If you want to know what that coincidence is, visit Tommy Sotomayor's channel. You'll figure it out. Next. Are you on your period? Right. Are you? Did you answer? You know, was this when you were being stroppy and acting like a pure cunt? I bet it was. I bet this woman was behaving like an absolute total cunt when the person who said that to her said it to her. I'd be willing to bet. Or they said it's just about banter. Oh my god, you on your period or something? Because the thing with insulting women, right, is they make it incredibly easy because they actually tell you what they don't like. A lot of the times you have to figure out, how can I insult this person You know, you have to like put some work in. With women, they hold signs up and say, just say this will insult me. Thanks. Are you on your period? Let me write that down. That's another one. I'll say that. Bossy, shrill bitch. Right, okay. What next? Oh my god, you sound like an angry lesbian. Do you sound like an angry... you're not speaking, so I don't know. Maybe you do sound like an angry lesbian. I don't know what an angry lesbian specifically sounds like, but I know that they're talking about rape. That's all I know, because they always seem to be doing that. For the angry lesbians, not all lesbians, but the angry ones always talk about rape or violence against women. Look at this. See, this is gold. Gold. Because all throughout this video, up until 45 seconds we're at, up until this point, we've had nothing but moaning. And now she's holding up a sign. Women are always moaning. Yeah, I wonder why people think that. I wonder why people think women are always moaning. I wonder if we can figure it out. Let's see. So, you're trying to land, right, on a comet. Thousands upon thousands of miles away. In outer space. or space anyway, I don't know if it's outer space, you know what I mean? And you have to do this from Earth. And before you land on the comet, which is a very, cannot stress enough, very difficult thing to do. One of the vital pieces of equipment breaks. The anchor breaks. The anchor doesn't work. There's a malfunction with the anchor. This makes it even harder. But you and your entire team of, say, about roughly 90 scientists all in, right? You spend over a decade on this. You're at this point, the anchor malfunctions, and you still do it. You still get that probe onto that comet, right? Now, when this news obviously got back to everybody on Earth, most people thought, fucking hell, man, that is fantastic. It's amazing how far we as a species has came, and that we can do things like that. A lot of women, on the other hand, decided to say, no, we don't like men very much. So if any man talks about this, we're going to piss all over their achievement by finding something wrong. Oh, actually, it's okay because that man's wearing a shirt I don't like. We found something. And you wonder why people say women are always moaning. You see, everybody else, including sane women, would have been celebrating that and thinking it was a great achievement. But certain women like yourself probably thought that it was proof the entire over decade long process was all done to show, you know, everybody how much women are hated. You disrespectful, disgusting, filthy, disease-ridden cretins. I will never, until the day I drop dead, I will never stop attacking feminists because of behaviour like this. I'll never stop. Shitting eggs out your fanny to get fucking with paint in them, and you call that shit art, complaining about fucking sleepwalking statues, saying it's sexual assault, fucking shirts that guys wear, fucking complaining about fucking girl sections, boy sections and a toy section, fucking complaining about fucking nothing, all the fucking bastard time, nothing. I will never stop attacking you stupid, horrible cretins. I want to see the end of you. Disgusting, man. Sorry about that, I just thought about all that there when I thought of that achievement, getting pissed all over by feminists, and of course a lot of people allowing it to go on. You see, this is one of those moments, you know, whenever you hear all that nonsense when you point this out and say, ah, they're not real feminists. See, this is one of those, that was one of those moments where the real feminists were supposed to come forward and say to the first woman that complained about that, you better not only first, don't you ever speak on this again, but before you do that, you better fucking apologise for what you just done, you fucking cunt. You do not speak for feminists. We do not complain about shirts. But feminists didn't do that. A few of them did think it was ridiculous, but they didn't tell her that she should apologise. Disgusting, disgusting, filthy cretins. And they're always moaning. But you can't say that because that means you hate all the women in Britain.
You wouldn't dress like that if you didn't want people to look.
You wouldn't dress like that if you wouldn't want people to look. You know, this is a terrible thing, this. The other day, right, I went out and I decided, forget the trousers, man. I'm just going to walk around with my dick swinging. Oh, just a car. It was down to my knees. Anyway, you know that people said to me, they were looking at me, right, and some people even said, look, you wouldn't dress like that if you didn't want people to look. The cheek, the nerve. I can't even walk around with my dick swinging without people looking. Victim blaming at its finest. This is what I go through.
Just the slut that won't shut up.
Right. Are you just a slut that won't shut up? I don't know you personally. You wear stupid earrings, but I won't judge you on that. I don't know if you're a slut that needs to shut up. I don't know this. There's a bit in Roadhouse, right? But what if somebody calls my mama a whore? Is she? So, you're just a slut that needs to shut up. Are you? If you're not, why are you getting annoyed then? Why are you getting annoyed if you're not? The only reason you're getting annoyed is you know it's fucking true. Don't worry, you won't break a nail. How devastating that somebody tried to add a bit of humour into your life. Cannot wait till that law comes through, man. Men no longer allowed to speak to women because they're too sensitive and they can't take jokes and they're too sensitive. Like really, really, really sensitive, man. Oh, they're doing the old gish gallop thing again. Try to speed through them so that we don't notice, right? Stop moaning, you're only pregnant. Y-O-U''RE means you are. Y-O-U-R means you're, as Ross says in Friends. It's very clear. Stop moaning, you're only pregnant. You're only pregnant what? What did your only pregnant do? Did your only pregnant do something and you didn't finish the sentence? What do you mean, only pregnant? What about you're only pregnant? That's half a fucking sentence. Imbecile. This is classic women, right? Women are just better at those sort of things though, right? According to her, somebody saying that women are better at something means that the entire nation's sexist against women. Man. Men are better at X than women. Sexist! Okay, in that case, women are better at X than men. Sexist! Oh, for fuck's sake. What the fuck? Cannot do right for doing wrong. What's the next one? You sound pathetic. Give us an example when you've suffered sexism online. Sure, somebody said to me that I sound pathetic once. Did you? The thing is, you've proven their case. Because you were asked if anything to prove that Britain is a sexist nation. Tell us some of the comments you've received online. Or some of the comments you've received. You've wrote you sound pathetic as proof that Britain is sexist. Proving, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that you're pathetic. Oh. Imbecile after imbecile after imbecile. I knew it would be a woman driver. I don't drive myself, but whenever I'm a passenger, that is a game that we play. Right? Something stupid happens up ahead, but that's a woman. And honestly, I'm not kidding. Most of the time, I'm right. Most of the time, but that's a woman. Look, she didn't even put a fucking indicator on. I bet that's a woman. I told you. Always the same. Apparently that's sexist. It's not sexist to give them cheaper car insurance, mind you. Funny that, isn't it? Oh, look, they've done it again. You see, this is why I pointed it out, isn't it? The third time they've done this now. As a waitress, blah blah blah, customer, blah blah blah, can you sit in my knee? this poor woman suffered flirting while at work as a waitress. Like, no waitress ever in existence throughout time has ever had anybody flirting with her before. Fuck it here, man. Women in other countries have it so much worse. Stop complaining. How is that sexist against women? Here's... right. Listen, sweetheart, which is probably sexist, but listen, sweetheart, right? That's when people say women in other countries have it so much worse, right? That's not sexist. This is what's sexist, right? This is what would make that sexist, right? Watch. Women in other countries, they have it so much worse. I'm so glad. That's sexist. Pointing out when you're saying, wage gaps, wage culture, and somebody says, come on, women in other countries have it so much worse compared to your bullshit. That's not sexist. Next one. Oh look, don't worry with the fancy D and the Y again. Don't worry your pretty little head, says that woman in the scarf. It's already been on twice. She's already been in this little clip twice. Think of the time they could have saved if they didn't put doublers in. Triplers, for fuck's sake. Next. Oh, there it is again. Calm down, dear. Calm down, dear. Again, it's the same one again. And this apparently is evidence of a sexist culture in Britain. These women are so pitiful. It's the same one, I know. Calm down, dear. The same one. Haven't they showed it twice? Page 3 is a bit of fun. Yes, we've already seen that exact one. Why are you showing us the same one again? I mean, it's just total, not a cop-out, but it's cheating. This one's a good one. Catcalling is a compliment. Which she means, but nobody's ever actually said catcalling is a compliment. What they've actually said to her is, right, that if somebody says you're beautiful, that's a compliment. And that's true. If somebody says you're beautiful, that's a compliment, right? So, somebody said that, but she decided to say that calling someone beautiful is catcalling, and therefore catcalling is a compliment. You see? I suppose you could do that with anything. It's chivalrous to hold a door open for a woman, you know. Right? Okay, let's just change the door opening thing then. Since she changed you're gorgeous or you're beautiful to catcalling, let's change the door opening to slamming the door in their face is chivalrous. Same thing, innit? Why not? I've heard that once because somebody said that before because I just changed the fucking words that I heard. Fucking unbelievable. Right, this one here. Get your tits out, get your tits out, get your tits out, right? Now my girlfriend used to say that phrase. I say it a lot now, but maybe it's different where I'm from. It basically means a woman, right, is completely useless and adding nothing to the situation, whatever the situation is. Like say a woman was on TV and she was saying some bullshit about the wage gap. My girlfriend would have said, oh, get your tits out. And that's not to say, get your tits out. That's to say, you're so utterly useless that you may as well put yourself to some use and get your tits out. It doesn't mean you don't need to get your tits out. It's a way of saying you are useless. So why don't you try and make yourself a wee bit useful, get your tits out or something. That's what that means. That's why these women hear it all the time. Because they're utterly useless. Right now, there's this woman as well. Oh my god. She looks like a total freak. Bet she'd do anything. What's she got to say?
You look like a total freak. I bet you'd do anything.
Oh, right. Nah, I don't think people say that.
Let a man do it, love.
Let a man do it, love. You know, men could easily cry about that one.
What do you mean, let a man do it? What are we? Just for manual labour?
We could play the victim card as well, like pathetic, big, fucking useless babies, but we just don't. Oh look, this one is especially humorous to me. You just need to get laid, that this woman was told, right? the reason you got told this is because the woman speaking to you at the time thought you were a man. That's why you got told this, because I get told this all the time. It's usually, you can't get laid, you just need to get laid, and it's, you know. Why are you wasting your time talking about that? You should be getting laid, you know. But again, it just amuses me. It doesn't make me cry like a big, giant, useless fucking waste of fucking space. What else have we got? Oh, look, page 3 is just a bit of fun. Yes, you already showed us this one. Now that's just cheating. It's just cheating. You've showed us this, what, 3-4 times now? You're cheating now. You're showing us at a different angle to make it appear that it's said a lot. You're just cheating now. Come on, stop being fucking ridiculous.
Why don't you just sit there and look pretty?
Right, why don't you just sit there and look pretty? Bitch, nobody's ever said that to your arse. For fuck's sake. Maybe they've said, why don't you just sit there? But I don't think they've said, and look pretty. They knew that wasn't fucking very fucking likely.
I absolutely really have.
That's a way I'd absolutely ruin her, right? See, they're taking it too literal. They're thinking that it means the guy saying it would like destroy that woman. It just means he really, really wants to fuck her badly. That's all he means. That's all he did. The last thing he would do was ruin her. He doesn't want to ruin her. He wants to fuck her. It's just a bit of slang term, you know. It's just what... We really, guys just shouldn't even ever talk to women. They can't understand anything. They just don't understand anything. It's so obvious that that doesn't mean the person wants to ruin a woman and destroy it. It's but to this freak, lady, it does mean that.
It would be really pretty if you lost a bit of weight.
Fuck out of here. Nobody's ever fucking said that to you. Christ, man, maybe they've said you could do with losing a bit of weight, but there's no fucking way anybody said to you, you'd be pretty if you lost a bit of weight. No, they didn't. Stop lying, alright? Stop fucking lying. Everybody can see with your face that nobody fucking said that shit to you, unless it was your mother. It was your mother, wasn't it? It was your fucking mother.
She was asking for it.
Yes, if she hits a man thinking that social stigma will make sure I'm protected, he ain't gonna hit me back, and she gets fucking walloped. Yes, she was asking for it, but not if she was raped or sexually assaulted. No one ever says that ever, at any point ever. No one has ever fucking said that ever in the Western world at any point ever. And if they did, they're probably mentally deranged. Don't listen to them. Oh shit, I missed that. Wait a minute, that was quick. Yeah, oh you bastard, you skipped that one. But women are so complicated. Well, yeah. You are complicated. The constant mixed messages that you send. Oh, we want men to be nice. And then don't go for nice men. You're a fucking bunch of crazy ass bints. And you wonder why people say you're complicated. That's just their polite way of saying you're fucking crazy, man. You're just fucking loopy. Well, I won't be polite, you're fucking loopy. Shrill, there it is again. You see, they fucking slide that in there so quick. Shrill, bossy, pushy. Yes, you showed us this earlier. You've already seen this one. You keep repeating yourself, it's disgraceful. Sexism isn't as bad as it used to be. You already showed us this one as well, you cheating bastards. Women can't drive. Some guy said that to you as a joke once, and you can't take a fucking goddamn joke. You can't fucking take a fucking joke. Women can't drive. Right. Here's what you say, ladies, right? I've got a brilliant answer for you, right? If any man ever says to you, right, from his man cave with his man flu, if he ever says to you, women can't drive, right, just simply reply, and men can't have sex when they're dead. And move on. It's very, very simple, right? And stop crying about it. And if you reply like that, they'll see it as a good bit of fun and shit, man. She can fucking take a joke. She can give as good as she gets. But no, you'd rather whimper away and crying. A man said, I can't drive. My life is over. Loser, man. You just need to get laid. Yes, you specifically, that exact fucking specific person right there already told us this one earlier. You're repeating yourself again. She was asking for it. Nobody's ever said that about rape or sexual assault. Only about women who tried to get fucking wide with a guy who's bigger than them. Basically, it's just about fun. Yes, you already showed us this one 15 fucking times. Why did you show us a different one? I thought sexism was a problem in Britain. Why are you always angry? Black women again. Same black women again. Why are you always angry? Again, same one again. Same fucking one again. As a waitress, you've already showed us it twice. This is the third time. Well done. Well done for showing us the same shit all the time. There's nothing worse than a drunk woman. You've showed us this 3 times now. Well done. It's not really a big problem when you need to keep repeating the same fucking 5 things over and over again, is it? Different camera angles. Oh look, we're back to why are you so angry? Black women. Again, unfucking believable. Calm down, dear. Yes, you showed us this earlier. Don't worry. Oh, what? You think we can't see that's the same fucking Y and the same fucking D from the earlier one? Fuck you! Calm down, dear. Same one. This is what? How many times is that? You've showed us this now? 20? You're opinionated, aren't you? How many times? You've already showed us this. Highly strung, bubbly, feisty. That's her with the dating fucking profile. Why are you showing us this again? Don't listen to her. She's just a dumb blonde. Says lots of women. Why are you showing us this again? You've already told us this one. A woman... Oh, for fuck's sake. A woman's place is in the home. Right, you either have to do away with the letter A at the start, right, or change the E in women's to A, which would make far more sense. And again, why do you take offence at this? You know, a woman's place is at the home. I mean, why can you not just reply away, aye, well, a man's place is dying down a mine somewhere? Why don't you reply with something like that? Why do you have to cry like a big fucking baby? And it ends with that one saying, maybe fewer women want to be Prime Minister. But these are the examples they show. I may at some point go through the Gish Gallop that she talked about in the show, but I don't know, because it's just a load of shit. I've heard it all before and I've covered it all before. But these are the types of women in my great nation. I'm so proud. I'm so proud to be surrounded by women in Britain who are so fragile. They can't take a joke, they have no sense of humour, they can't tell a joke either, by the way. They don't like banter. I'm more and more, every day I am in favour of a law that prevents men from speaking to women, because it's a waste of time. It doesn't matter what you do, you're going to be sexist, it doesn't matter what you do, it doesn't matter what you say. I mean, one of them was actually holding up a sign saying, women are just better at certain things. I mean, how can saying women are better at certain things be sexist? We're at that point. I don't like that shirt. Scientific achievement ignored and pissed on because they don't like a shirt. We're at the point where they're saying, telling us that women are good at something is sexist. That's what point we're at. And people still take this movement of horrible cretinous scum seriously. Fuck a lot of them. Anyway, if I find this video again to look the name of it up, I'll leave a link so that you can watch the show, but it's extremely annoying because it's feel like a scallop and the entire audience are on the side of the feminists, which it's very annoying. It's not even balanced in any way, man. Never fucking is. Anyway, I'll leave it there for now. Thank you for listening. Until next time. Wow. I feel like my heart's been torn out. That's such a horrible thing to say to anybody. How weak an individual do you have to be to even remember that somebody said that to you? You know, God, somebody said that to me once, and it's like totally proof, cast iron evidence of sexism against women in Britain. Wow. Wonder what the next buffoon's got to say. Let's see. Oh, this is a talky one, I believe. Yes, is it a talky one? Is it a talky one? I mean, I need to go back here. It's a talky one, right? What's she saying? Here we go.
Shouldn't you be in the kitchen?
Right. Shouldn't you be in the kitchen? That's just a joke. It's called like a bit of banter. You know, it's one of those things where, you know that way a woman will go, heavy box, I'll get a man to lift it. She's not being hateful of men. It's just a bit of banter. I mean, what is the problem here? You know? Shouldn't you be in the kitchen, love? In fact, I bet you this was said to her in jest, or she was in the living room with somebody, there was smoke belching out the kitchen, and somebody said, shouldn't you be in the kitchen, love, dealing with that fucking fire? Apparently that's sexist now. Now what's the next crazy one got to say?
Don't get your knickers in a twist.
Yes, the classic "don't get your knickers in a twist." That thing that's said to people, regardless of their sex, when they're getting overly worked up about a situation that it's not really necessary to be worked up about. You know, somebody gets worked up, male, female, child. It's a phrase, it's a well-known phrase, don't get your knickers in a twist. It doesn't mean, like, if somebody's, you know, running about panicking over nothing, you know, like feminists do, and somebody was to say, oh, don't get your knickers in a twist. Okay, right, let's say it was me, right? Let's say I slightly stubbed my toe and then started getting all hyper and going, oh no, my leg's not going to work anymore. And somebody said, whoa, 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 don't get your knickers in a twist. Well, that doesn't mean that they hate women. You know, it's just a phrase. They don't think, how can I tell this guy or women to calm down, but also express how much I hate women? I know. Don't get your knickers in a twist. That way I can express that I want them to calm down, while at the same time showing that I absolutely despise women and want to spit in their fucking face. That's an example of sexism in Britain. Whew.
What do you say to a woman with 2 black eyes?
Should have listened the first time.
See, what do you call a woman with 2 black eyes? She should have listened the first time, right? Or nothing, she's already been told twice. Whatever way you want to go with that, but it's a joke. See, it's almost like with these people, right? Before you tell them a joke, you've got to go, right, hang on, right, come here. I want to sit you down. Sit down a minute. I've got something to tell you, right? I'm going to tell you a little scenario in a wee minute, right? Now this scenario may sound real, but it's not, right? I'm making the entire scenario up in order to get a bit of humour from it. You'll see the twist in the scenario, see the humour, and laugh, you know? So, are you ready? I'm about to tell you this joke now, right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Is this what we're supposed to do with these people? Look at the way they even told the punchline. What do you tell a woman with 2 black eyes?
She should have listened the first time.
It's not exactly captivating the audience, is it? No joke works like that.
What's green and smells like paint? Green paint.
It doesn't exactly work, does it? No enthusiasm or nothing, man. And this is a problem for these bloody women. A joke. Somebody told them a joke once. A joke. Fucking hell. So jokes in Britain are sexist. What else is sexist? A woman standing there with a sign saying, "You're opinionated, aren't you?" You know, that probably says more about her. You know, because if I've been told I'm opinionated, but the thing is, I admit I'm opinionated. It's not an insult, you know. Nobody ever said, "Oh my fucking god, I fucking hate you, you opinionated bastard." It doesn't really work like that. Being opinionated is not a bad thing, there's nothing wrong with that. Although, apparently it's sexist when one person said it to her once, and she doesn't even take into consideration that she might be opinionated. And if it keeps happening, especially if this is a big problem for her, you know. You're opinionated, aren't you? So she's seen this little survey thing or whatever. We're doing a debate about sexism in Britain. Have you ever suffered from any? Please give us an example of sexism you've suffered. Oh, I've got one. A cast iron evidence of Britain being a totally sexist country that hates women. You're opinionated, aren't you? Which is also something that gets said to men who are opinionated, but yet isn't sexist when it happens. It's very strange. Right, what's the next crazy arsehole saying, man? Here we go. This woman, note the black scarf, and note the way the D and the Y is written, right? Don't worry your pretty little head, right? The reason I'm saying take note of that is, you'll see, don't worry your pretty little head. So somebody said that to her once, therefore Britain is sexist. See, the sooner they pass a law that says men aren't allowed to talk to women, the sooner they pass that law, the better. Then they'll be well pissed off that we don't say fucking anything to them. And then they'll be holding up signs saying,
Men don't say, don't worry your pretty little head anymore.
just cannot win with them, man. Right, what's the next one? What's the next one saying? Oh, aye. She was asking for it. Now, I have used this before, as have many people, and I'm sure you've used it in the same situation I have. In fact, I didn't use it, I used a similar phrase, don't start nothing, won't be nothing, earlier on when I seen a video today, and it was a woman, it was a big black guy, you know, and there was this woman, she was maybe a lot older than him, but so she should be a bit wiser. Anyway, so she's shouting at this big, well-built black guy, you know, and she's shouting at him or whatever, and he's not in any way being aggressive. He's just standing there. He's speaking back to her, but then she lashes out and goes to slap him, right? And of course nobody says a fucking word. And then he just waits for a wee second and then goes, okay, bang, and just pimp slaps her, crack her right, boom, knocks her flying. Now, in that situation, aye, she was asking for it. Why? Well, because she's a bully. She thought she had a target that wasn't allowed to hit her back, and she thought because of the social stigma that he wouldn't hit her back. I mean, she thought wrong. Anyway, she was asking for it. Now, that's when I would say it. But see, when feminists say she was asking for it, they mean that gets said during a sexual assault or a rape case, right? And the very strange thing is that no one who isn't, of course, mentally ill in the Western world at any point has ever said this, ever, regarding a rape, ever, at any fucking point, ever. But according to feminists, all the time. Another one, they say, when a rape happens, they try to claim that people say boys will be boys, right? Never happened. Never happened, ever. But they say it that often. You know, it's the drip drip effect. Eventually people keep hearing it and it fills up, and it's like, God, that must be true, because they keep hearing it. But yet every time I hear it, I ask for examples. In fact, just tonight on Facebook, on Women's Rights News, which I have to make a video about that, I love that site. Anyway, they put up the boys will be boys thing, and all the women on there, gullible zombies, you know.
I believe everything. No brains, thank you.
Fuck's sake. But they just believe it, you know. So the ones that were saying it, I went through it and I said to them all, can you do me a favour and just provide one small example of this ever happening, ever, where anyone has ever said boys will be boys when talking about a sexual assault or rape, right? I get told that I can't get laid. I get told that I hate women. I get told that I've got a small penis. What else was I told? Oh, that I hate women, of course. I don't know if I mentioned that. And that I'm trying to cause trouble, right? But yet all I was asking for was just one shred of evidence. It wasn't actually for me, it was so that the people saying this ridiculous nonsense when they were desperately Googling for evidence would hopefully realise that, man, this doesn't get said. But after they obviously searched, you know, because they wanted to prove me wrong, nothing. Somebody finally gave me a link. Yay! We've got an example. Clicked on the link, it was an anecdotal example. It wasn't an actual example. Because it's never been said. The same way she was asking for it, talking about a rape, has never been said. But feminists managed to convince gullible, stupid British women that it does get said, because they're gullible and stupid and British. Oh, here's the next one. There is nothing worse than a drunk woman. I find drunk people annoying because one of the things that bugs me the most is they keep repeating themselves. And one of the things that bugs me the most is they keep repeating themselves. And one of the things, okay, I'll stop, but that really fucking, but I don't like drunk people who are annoying. Drunk women can be especially annoying. They can be louder more obnoxious because they can push the luck further than a man. If a drunk man steps out of line, he's getting bopped. Done. If a drunk woman steps out of line, it's taking a while before anybody bops her, unless another woman steps up and goes, right enough, bang, sharp. So, drunk women are drunk people are, but drunk women are a royal pain in the arse. I'd stand by that. I don't care if it's sexist, I think it's true, it comes under truth. But I say for people, drunk people annoy me. I don't drink because I know that I'm a pure arsehole when I'm drunk. I don't want to be a pure arsehole, so I just don't drink. But drunk people do my fucking head in, man, God's sake. Aye, see, they skipped one there. That was clever, see the way they done that. They threw one in that fast that there is no possible way when it was live on TV you could possibly have seen what it said. Don't worry. See, what feminists don't realise is we've got the internet now. When they do this gish galloping thing, where they throw loads of stuff at us, you know, we can take our time, make ourselves a nice cup of tea, and we can go through it all, and calmly and slowly, and refute everything they say and show them for the idiots that they are. They tried to let this one skip by us. Apparently people say to this woman, shrill, bossy, pushy. I would be willing to bet that if she's heard this a lot, I don't think she has, I think she's just making it up because of the whole ban bossy bullshit, right? She put bossy in a thesaurus and shrill and pushy came up and she thought, I'll say them as well. Anyway, if she really truly is hearing this, and she's hearing it a lot, I would wager that she was probably bossy, pushy and shrill. Just saying. Just saying. That's what I would take from it, but that's just me. And what's the next one? Oh, it skips past very fast. Oh, God, that was so goddamn fast. But what it was is, it just went back to the other one. There is nothing worse than a drunk woman. So, right in the middle of that, they put that in dead fast. This real bossy one. The reason I'm slowing it down is because they do this a lot throughout, and I wanted to show you within the minute and a half. What they've done is unbelievable, astonishing. Trying to convince people that sexism against women is rife in Britain, and they didn't do that at any point, and you'll see what I mean. Right, here's the next one, right? The devastating one. Calm down, dear. See this? It's just there's a well-known advert. It's not on TV anymore. After he died, anyway, they've not had it on a lot. But Michael Winner, he's a film director, British film director, and he done these car insurance adverts. The phrase was so well known that I cannot even remember the name of the company. That is so annoying. Anyway, he done these car insurance type of adverts. And in every advert, what it had was, it had a woman, right, kind of acting all hysterical, you know, and about her car insurance, and he'd walk in and he'd go, calm down, dear, and then tell her about the good offer, right? This became so well known that people said that, just like people say simples, that's from an advert as well. This became so well known that people started to say, David Cameron even said it to women in the House of Commons, because it's such a well known catchphrasey joke, right? She heard it, cried like a big baby, and thought the whole entire country was sexist. They're not making the case at all, right? So far, right? They're not making the case that Britain's like a sexist country towards women. They're making a very, very strong case that women of Britain are utterly, utterly pathetic, fragile, timid creatures. Can't take a bit of banter, no point saying anything to them, no point in saying a mild bit of humour, no point in making a joke about a stereotype, you know, like the bad driving thing, you know, like the man flu thing. Men should do one. Men should do one of these holding signs and looking sad, going, I was told I have a small penis. I was told I can't get laid, you know, like a fucking sap. Like some saddle. Look at the sexism men in Britain suffer. You can't get laid, you hate women. You live in your mum's basement, you fucking... Oh, that's fucking crap, you know what I mean? God. But men don't complain about it because we're not big babies like the women here, which is the case. They're totally proven. Oh, that was so fast. Right, as they say in that music, slow it down. Right, here we go. Right, the first one I've got here. Why are you always angry? Right? Black women. Anyway, why are you always angry? Are you always angry, sweetheart? Nobody says to me, why are you always angry? Because I'm not always angry. Maybe she's always angry. Maybe the particular person that said that to her thought she was a very angry person. The next one, which it goes by so fast, especially as well because there's a lot of writing on this one. It's like these feminists don't realise technology exists. We can slow it down and look. This one says, as a waitress, can I get you anything else? The customer, you can sit on my knee if you like. What a horrid tale of waitressing. That must be the most horrific job ever. You know, I mean, imagine going to work knowing that some customer might try to kind of flirt with you a wee bit. Oh God, that must be so devastating. I don't know how women can leave the house when they know that there's people out there that might attempt to flirt with them a wee bit. It's such a shame for women of Britain, so it is. See what they have to go through. Right, here's some more that skips by so fast. What's the next one? The next one is, don't worry your pretty little head. You'll notice the D and the Y that I pointed out earlier, and you'll notice the headscarf. Same women, used twice. So in this video they showed us with all this evidence of sexism everywhere. Oh Jesus, it's fucking everywhere. They've got to show the same photo twice. And if you think I'm being picky, or maybe they just done that at once and it was just a mistake. Really? Well, let's see, shall we? Somebody said to her, highly strung, bubbly, feisty. That looks like a dating profile to me. Highly strung, bubbly, feisty. Well, are you highly strung, fucking annoying and feisty? Maybe you are. Maybe that's why people said you're highly strung, fucking annoying or bubbly and feisty. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's that rather than the entire nation of Great Britain hates women. I'm just saying that I think there's more possibility, right, that somebody saying highly strong, bubbly, feisty, it means that that person thinks that about you rather than all the men in Britain and the nation itself hating women, hating the majority. But they see this and they don't think that one individual person who said that thinks that about me. They see that and think, oh my God, the entire fucking country that I live in thinks this about me and all women. Fucking mental cases, man. The next one. You see what I mean? Calm down, dear. Yes, you already showed us this picture with the same woman in it. You showed us this earlier. Twice they've done that now. Showed the same picture twice. It's twice they've done that, so it's not as much evidence as they first fucking made out when you seen it flying all past so fast. These are the wee tricks to make it seem like, oh my God, look at all those horrible comments. How many has there been so far? 3 repeated. Fuck's sake, and they've not even been horrible. What's next? What gibberish is next? Page 3 is just a bit of fun. For people outside Britain, page 3 in the Sun newspaper, right? Page 3 is dedicated to a topless model every day, right? I know people out with Britain will probably find this bizarre. They probably will, but we've been doing it since the 70s, I think. I think it's been going that long. Every day in the Sun since the 70s, page 3, right? There's women that want to be page 3 models. They like it, and it's like it's so like ingrained in our society, right? That see when people are reading the Sun, and again this might be hard to believe for people out with Britain, right? But when people are reading the Sun, they don't even notice. Yeah, it's like glance. You know, it's that popular, and you know, but there's no degrading these women are paid. These are models, right? But the fact that it's in a national newspaper just makes it seem a bit. But it comes for the 60s generation, you know. You know what they were like, and then in the 70s they're running the newspapers, and it's the way it is. It's hard to truly defend it. But the thing is, years ago, right, they had a page 7, which was a guy with like trunks on, you know, a pair of fucking Speedos, and that was supposed to be for the ladies, but they done away with that. I don't know if it was because it just wasn't popular, or if it was because a bunch of men got together and complained and cried like big babies. I don't think it was that though. I think it was because it just wasn't popular and women weren't buying the Sun. I think that's all it was. But it can be hard to defend because it's a newspaper. Magazines are different, but and it wasn't the only. A few newspapers done it, but they don't all do it now. But the Sun, I think, is the only one left that does it. Page 3, and there's well-known page 3 models. They're not in any way. These are not women who are forced. These are glamour models with nice tits. Most of the time. Right, what have we got next? But it is seen as a bit of fun, by the way. Page 3 is just a bit of fun. It is, but I can understand why that's hard for people out with Britain to understand. It's hard for people. Hi, thanks for listening. It's late, so I'll be keeping the volume low. I want to quickly go through this video. Not all of it, but the start of it. There was recently a programme on BBC Free Speech, and it was about, is Britain a sexist country, right? Against women, obviously, because sexism is only a one-way street, you know. Anyway, so this programme done this debate, and a woman from the Everyday Sexism Project was on it, and right away at the end of this clip I'm going to show you here, I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to go through it bit by bit. You're not going to fool me with a speeding through it. No. I'll go through it slow, take my time. But after this, right away the host says, so is Britain a sexist country? And she said, yes. Instantly, the entire audience almost cheered, whoa! Right? I mean, it was pretty ironic. It was like, do we live in a sexist country? Yes. And the audience of mostly women, who I think are from the Everyday Sexism Project, gathered on our website days before. By the way, you can get tickets to this, you know, and because they were all on her side, and she was talking utter mince as usual. She's a feminist. But what was really funny, no funny, but just very, 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 very strange, right, for me, was do we live in a sexist country? And when the woman said yes, the audience of feminists cheered, right? Let's try a different scenario and just picture it, right? Do we live in a food drought of a country where everybody's starving? Yes. Yay! Who would cheer that? You see what I mean? Do we live in a disease-ridden nation where we're all going to die out in 10 years? Yes. Whoa! Excellent. Who would do that? But yet, when the question comes up, do we live in a sexist country? And she says yes, the audience cheer. Why are they cheering at the fact we live in a sexist country? I mean, these people are absolutely mentally deranged, right? They actually applauded that. Anyway, that's not even the bit I'm going to show. I'm going to quickly go through this video, right? So I'll watch it right from the start here, then I'll go back to the start again. I'll go through it nice and slow, right? So here it is, the bit where they asked women online to share their experiences for this programme. Tell us some of the comments that people have said to you online, right? And these comments were supposed to prove that we live in a sexist country. So watch this little skit that goes on for 1.5 minutes, and then we'll go through it. Here it is.
Shouldn't you be in the kitchen?
Don't get your knickers in a twist.
What do you say to a woman with 2 black eyes?
Should have listened the first time. Smile, love, it might never happen.
How can you trust something that bleeds once a month and doesn't die?
It's just banter.
Why are you always angry? You wouldn't dress like that if you didn't want people to look.
Just a slut that won't shut up.
Get your tits out.
Get your tits out.
Get your tits out.
You look like a total freak. I bet you'd do anything.
Let a man do it, love.
Why don't you just sit there and look pretty?
I'd absolutely ruin her.
You'd be really pretty if you lost a bit of weight.
She was asking for it.
Now, I don't know if you managed to catch all that. You'll notice that it went very fast. I don't know if you caught that, but it went incredibly fast, fucking lightning speed in parts. Well, let's go through it slowly, shall we? So it starts off, we asked women to send us the comments they hear. Here are some of the many responses voiced by volunteers. So, what responses do we have here? Let's go to the first one. Women holding up a sign. Sexism isn't as bad as it used to be. Right. So, this woman went online, right, to fill this survey. Oh, they're doing a programme asking if Britain is a sexist country. Well, it certainly is. Please tell us a comment you've had as a woman online to show the sexism. Certainly, I'll show you that. Somebody once said to me, sexism isn't as bad as it used to be.